Good evening, everybody. Divine Feminine. Welcome into your reading, guys, for the next 6 to 7 days. To check your energies with regards to your part of the story, today is the 18th of February. The pre shuffle did tell me that you guys are not taking any action at this point in time. You all are not initiating any kind of movement from your side. Because, of course, the fact is that you're insecure about the whole situation. And what I get is your main insecurity, Divine Feminine, is with regards to the fact that your Divine Masculine had initiated an action which was the in and out energy, impatient, trying to be an extra bold, adventurous kind of an energy, that is something that you're not liking, or you won't what's a word, you won't appreciate in the future. That's the energy I'm getting. So anyways, we'll see what your actual part of the story is, but your pre-shuffle did tell me this situation here. All right, let's first call upon our divine guide, angel, ancestor, my spirit guide, and my divine source into this reading for you, Divine Feminine, and we'll see what your main energies are, right? We'll divide it the way we did the Divine Masculine reading. We'll do your mind, your heart, and your 3D or environment, okay? And we'll see, we'll go from there. Take the guidance, take the understanding, guys, and see what you can do. Everybody's situation is different. This is a general reading. Some of it might resonate with your situation, some may not, but try to make use of this in the way that follow the guidelines or follow the rules. So let's see your mind energy here first and see what the mind is talking about to you, Divine Feminine. Let's see. Oops, hold on, guys. Too many cards. Let's see your. Hold on. Let's see your mind energy. And I'm going to be reading reversals too around this portion in time. So if we come across any reversal, I will definitely take it because it has been told to me. That's about it. So let's see your mind energy. Flowers. Good. Okay. What does your heart say? Let's see the heart energy here. The sun. Beautiful. And let's see the 3D or the environment energy. What's your environment talking about? The fox. Holy. Okay. Again, it's the mind. The fox is all about the mind, guys. The mind plays tricks on you, but we'll see. The bottom of the deck is the fish, the child, and the tower. The ring, the commitment. Okay. So obviously you need a clearance of this old situation, right? For this commitment to happen because of this two of wand energy, stability, right? It's a challenge with this commitment. It is definitely a challenge, but thing is that until the tower happens, until the clearance happens, the old is let go. You let go of the old situation, you will not be able to come out of that situation. But then we have the child, again talking about stability, and fish or the resources. That's your karma. So what I'm getting, guys, is that you want to move forward, you want to increase, you want to multiply, you want to take things forward, but you want a new beginning, a very innocent beginning. The thing is, you want something fresh. after the tower. When the tower happens, the old goes and you start totally all over again. So that is the kind of energy you are holding in yourself, that if you are going to get into this situation with your twin, right, and move this forward, like join hands, multiply, increase your resources, increase your stability. If you are, I mean, you want it, but it should begin on a very sound note of innocence, being carefree, being spontaneous, right? That carefree attitude that you shouldn't be carrying burdens, you shouldn't be carrying back the old situation, what happened in the past, and stuff like that, the grief, the loss, the disappointment. So your thinking is that, if you are going to move from the old situation, if you want to take the plunge, right, you could be a little bit clouded at this point in time over this situation. So until the clearance happens, right, until the tower happens, until you get the epiphany, you will not be able to take a decision or make a decision here. But definitely, your part of the story is that divine feminine, that when you take the decision, when you make the decision, right, your decision is very clear and very firm, that you don't want to carry the old baggages back in your in your place. You want a completely new beginning. You want a free attitude with life, right? You want to move forward freely. You can multiply, you can build your stability with your twin together, where both you guys are coming together to do things simultaneously, being on the same page, right? That kind of an attitude is what you will be holding, or you are holding, or you will be holding with regards to your understanding in here. Now, over here, before we move forward, guys, the flowers are talking about something new, being independent, the mind, you want to blossom, you want to grow about, you are growing, you really want to blossom now, right? You're kind of opening up. Your mind wants to open up, basically. So the mind is saying that think big, right? Think out of the box. Don't get cramped up in your little space. Let it bloom. Let it open up. When you buy a bouquet, for example, right? You get some of the flowers that is already opened up, and some of them which is still in the form and shape of a bud. And it takes about, when you put them in the vase, in the water, and you keep watering that plant or that the particular bouquet, it takes about 2 to 3 days for that bud to open up, right? So it is a time taking process, but that's what they're saying, that open up your mind. Don't keep your mind tight or cramped in the headspace. So the heart is saying it's all good. The heart wants to feel the warmth. The sun is all about the happy part of the story. The happiest card in the tarot deck is the sun, right? So spirit is saying open up your heart, let the sunshine come into the heart as well, because it's important for you, internally, also for yourself. Forget about everything else. Within yourself, whatever you are doing, whatever you're thinking, however way you're proceeding with your life purpose, right, it should bring happiness. You want to feel happy. It can be as simple as you're going shopping on this family day with your friends, makes you feel happy. Or you're going outside, you're taking a tour, you're planning a trip, right? You're trying to do something, getting into some kind of an activity, basically, that really creates back that sun, the happiness in your heart. That's what spirit is saying. So you have to keep your mind open. Let the mind open up. Because when the mind opens up, the heart also kind of starts feeling lighter. The energy comes back. Let's say, okay, somebody tells you, come, let's go for a let's go to a party, right? Let's do something. And if you're closed, your mind is stuck, your energy in the heart says, no, I don't want to go. I'm okay by myself. But if you keep doing that, divine feminine, you obviously, from your end, you will find it difficult to move. So, somewhere you have to also balance your own understanding just for yourself. Forget, like I said, forget about everything else. Again, environment is a problem. The reason is because the fox is all in the mind, right? The fox is all about what you're thinking. So, Spirit is saying, think out of the box, do things that makes you feel happy, but environment is kind of making you sad, and you're not being able to forget the past. So, whenever you are toppling into your environment energy, your surrounding, your mind is playing games with you, right? Your mind is playing games with you. You are not trusting, you don't want to trust, you're not happy, you're not really feeling good about situations. You could be suspicious of other people at this point in time for some of you. You look at things from a very suspicious point of view. It's all because, there is a learning lesson that you're not being able to trust things or situations or people very easily. That's because you also have grown, you have matured. You have gone through some experience in your life because of this twin flame. So, somewhere that energy is catching up in your environment where you are feeling, you're not believing things or situations that easily. You don't want to, not believing in the sense you don't want to believe. You always have, your mind is always suspicious about anything, whether it's good or bad, doesn't matter, right? Your mind is playing games with you at this point in time. So, which is where the learning lesson, it's because all about the learning lesson. It's all about your understanding, your maturity, your part of the story. So, everything is fine with you, but when it comes to the part of the environment, it's kind of a little bit difficult for you. Not difficult in the sense that you don't want to make things difficult for people, but again, you're not a novice. You're not naive anymore. You're taking everything with a pinch of salt, right? Somebody tells you something, somebody is giving you some kind of an understanding, or some new situation is coming into your life. There is a suspicious part of the story. You're not like grasping that new situation or grasping everything that's coming to you with an open heart, basically. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? Let's look at the flowers. Please talk to me about the mind and the flowers. So that's what they're saying, that you don't have to worry. Keep your mind open, guys. Let it bloom, because otherwise you will be very it is a situation, guys, where you will be blocking a lot of things because of this suspicion, or because of this kind of a situation where you are feeling trapped in your mind, basically, right? You're feeling trapped. And that's, like I said, it's not because you want to do it, it is because what you have gone through. So now everything for you, is a matter of suspicion. And that's because, for example, you love somebody like your kids or your brother or your sister or your parents, you want to protect them from being hurt or getting hurt like you have got hurt. So if your sister is dating somebody, for example, or your brother is dating somebody, or your siblings are dating, your children are dating somebody, you will immediately have that suspicion. It's because of your understanding of life. It's not because what others are doing. They could be good, they could be bad, but you're already putting up a red flag. That's what I'm trying to say. Please talk about the sun in the heart. So if you do that, that's what they're saying, guys, that if you keep If you let the mind play tricks on you, it'll be very difficult for you to actually work with this energy here. So you have to watch out for that. You have to give people a chance. Not everybody will turn out to be somebody that you're suspicious about. It could be. Or not everybody will go through the same learning lesson that you have gone through, right? So, but what happens to people, I totally get it, guys, is when you go through that kind of a hardship, you don't want that hardship um, to come on anybody else, somebody with whom you're attached, with whom you have some. It could be as simple as your friend. She has found a new girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever, and you might have met that person, but you're immediately suspicious. You feel that person is not good, right? And you're trying to judge that person, or you're trying to kind of come to kind of some kind of judgment about that situation, right? It could be as simple as that. Let's talk to me about the fox. So this is where you have to consciously work on this energy, guys, or else, the new beginning that you're thinking about, right, with increasing the resources and everything, will become difficult because you will be very suspicious of every situation in your life. That in turn can actually hamper a lot of your purpose in life, not just in the twin flame, even in your own particular social circle or in your life just by yourself, right? So yeah, you have to watch for that energy, guys. It will come to you because it's very heavy and this is, like I said, it's all because of the learning lesson. It's not your fault completely. I'm not blaming you, but what I'm trying to say is that if you know about it consciously, you will understand why it's happening to you. Like earlier, you could have been very naive. You could have just, taken everybody around. You could have not even had any suspicion. And even if you did have suspicion, it was much under control. But now, because of your own maturity of this situation, the teaching, the learnings, you are becoming very cautious about all the situation, right? The strength in the reverse. This is where it's coming. You are losing out on your actual power and strength, guys, right? You're not taking your actual, it's becoming difficult for you to forgive people, to forget what happened, to bring back that compassion, right? So somewhere you're losing that strength and you're using your power. Maybe for some of you, you're getting angry, you're not liking things, you are not happy about situations, right? Yeah, the Ten of Wands, somewhere you could be losing a little bit of your self-esteem as well. And it's all happening because you today, you are kind of, you don't want, see, this is where the problem is. You don't want somebody in your life who comes with a low self-esteem. That's very clear. So when that happens, you're kind of being very guarded about that situation. And guarded not in a good way, when somebody, the strength is in the reverse, it talks about somebody who is angry, who is frustrated about the situation, where this person, the divine masculine, had no self-esteem. And this is where your frustration is very high, right? And this is the reason why you are angry about the whole situation, as to why he could not deliver his strength in the right way, because he did not have strength either. The thing is that you should understand, guys, that he was frustrated. He is frustrated as well. He's been carrying this heavy load over his shoulder, and this was making him weak, even physically. He has been feeling weak about the whole situation, right? And the low self-esteem and everything that goes along with this. He's stressed out. He's burnt out. He doesn't have that strength to carry that load anymore. And that's what he is trying to tell you here. And he's trying to make you understand that, you should not be angry on me, because yes, this fault has been, it's there. This energy is still there. He's still carrying the burden. He's still carrying the load. But at the same time, he's frustrated. He's very angry about the whole situation too, right? So his temperament could be really bad at this point in time. Anyways, we'll go and check the whole situation here. Okay. Now with flowers, again, in the mind, guys, you're feeling emotionally upset. The whole situation has created a lot of emotional unhappiness. You're insecure about the whole situation. You don't know if there will ever be a reconciliation, if this situation will ever get justice, right? But what Spirit is saying, guys, that it's time to change yourself, change your mind with the Death card, right? You have to get out of this energy and change the whole. It is about your own feelings, your own understanding, that if you don't change your own thought process, because the mind plays a lot of tricks, but it's up to you, right? You can transition out from a very difficult situation, which is where you're emotionally feeling extremely low. Some of you, because of this situation, y'all could be very insecure emotionally in the mind, because you are worried about this whole thing, about justice, if justice is ever going to be delivered, if ever you will be able to move out of this. But transition is here. Let's see. Please talk about the Death card. So Spirit is saying it's time for you to get out of that situation where you have been feeling emotionally insecure about your own situation in life, Divine Feminine. You need to understand yourself better, guys, right? Yeah, the Two of Pentacles and the Chariot. Yeah, it's time for you to reprioritize, reorganize your own energy. How you would like to take action on situations in your life. Because you are not going to juggle with anything, even in your own life. You don't want to juggle with anything. Everything, there could be a lot of situations that you need to pay attention to at this point, because there is a situation for some of you where you will have to move. You will have to take action. There could be a lot of force and determination that you will have to put in your own world. So it is time for you to reprioritize and reorganize your life as well, right? So because the whole situation is that you could have been in a very stalemate, stagnant situation, thinking about this, not letting other situations blossom, right? You have been closed, your mind was closed off. You were not letting other thoughts infiltrate. So some of you could have been ignoring your priorities. What the priorities could be as simple as taking care of yourself, right? Just looking after your own body, your own energy, your own skin, your own beauty. Some of you could have been ignoring that, not paying attention to that story as well. For some of you, I'm even getting that, right? So this is where Spirit is saying, change your thought process. Don't pay attention to things that is not important to you at all. Pay attention to things where you have to refocus, reorganize, reschedule your life, because you want to move forward. It's your life. You take the Chariot, you take control, right? So how you take control? How do you take control? You take control is only when you are completely organized and have organized your life. That's when you can take control of your own life, of your own situation. Please talk to me about the Queen of Cups. But if you are drowned in insecurity, emotionally unhappy, not opening your heart, to anything, not opening your mind, your heart and mind could be closed, then you will find it difficult to take control of that situation. The Knight of Swords in the reverse, right? Yeah, you're not communicating. Some of you may have stopped communicating at this point. You're not even feeling that need or that, it's like an energy where you don't want to talk. You don't want to take action on anything because emotionally you're feeling very drained in yourself. The Hermit, yeah. But what is going to happen is that you will realize at some point that you cannot sit in that energy anymore. You have to really think about your own energy. You have to really think about what is important to you. And that's where there will be a lot of soul searching towards your situation. The Queen of Swords, yeah, you will get the clarity. You will get the clarity because the thing is that, maybe some of you have not received the clarity of this emotional problem, right? So this is where you have to be very intelligent with your own understanding in the mind. Like I said, it's all in the mind. You can grow the flowers or you can grow the weeds. The option would be yours, right? So you will get a clarity. You will understand the whole situation, that it is time for you to reorganize and reprioritize and refocus on your own life so that you can drive your own situation in the right way without having any kind of codependency with other people and with your emotions, right? Please talk to me about justice, because this is where Spirit is saying you have the capacity to do that. So don't waste your time thinking about what happened, thinking about what you haven't got. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. Yeah. You will get back your energy. You will have lots of courage and determination. This is the main thing. Determination is important to you at this point. That, where you become independent enough in your mind to think you don't need anybody to come and give you this or that. You have your own power. You have your own courage, your own intelligence, right? You have the power of your mind. You can do anything, really, because you are beautiful, you are sexy, you are awesome as the Queen of Wands, right? And you can follow what your heart tells you to do. It's time for you to follow your heart, but you have to be in that energy to understand that you're not going to wait for anything or anybody. It is your own thinking. It's your own time that's coming to you. That you don't want to wait for people to come and tell you how much they love you, what they want to give you, how they want to treat you. You're independent. You have that full power. It is up to you. That's what they're saying. It is up to you how you transition out and bring back your own power. Reorganize yourself. Win over your emotional unhappiness and take charge of your own situation here. Please talk to me about the flowers and follow your heart. Follow your heart to whatever dreams and goals and ambitions in life that you have. Because you have that magnetism, divine feminine. That's where you come in as the divine feminine. Yeah, the Ace of Cups, right? Sorry. The Six of Swords and the Ace of Cups, right? Move towards something that makes you happy. Travel. Go to places, right? Go to places, travel, bring back your own cup of emotions. Feel happy about yourself, whatever you're doing, to whatever you're going towards. Leave the baggages behind. Follow your heart. Let your dreams come true. It's time for your dreams to come true, guys. Because Spirit is saying you have a lot of emotional happiness coming your way. Now, whether you want to take it or sit with the bad baggages in your life, that's completely up to you. Right? So, yeah, so this energy is telling you guys that you have every chance. Leave behind the old baggages. Make hay while the sun shines. Your time is right here. Plan a trip. Go outside. Do whatever you want. Have fun time with your friends. You know, go for a meditation club or join a spa where you'll find peace and harmony, for which you might have to travel a little bit. But yeah, but it brings you back your cup of happiness. It brings you back your own happiness. Your heart will feel so good, right? Your mind will open up. That's why they're saying open up your mind. Open up your mind. Don't sit with the baggages anymore. Take charge of your own life now. It's time. It's time, guys. Okay, let's move to your heart energy and see what your heart is talking about in here with the sun. Yeah, the heart is saying the same thing. Follow your destiny, right? Go towards whatever makes you happy, makes you feel rejuvenated in yourself, right? Achieve that confidence, have that confidence that you will be successful in whatever you're pursuing. The destiny will only bring you back your success in your life, right? With the Six of Wands, it's all about success, it's all about joy, it's all about victory in your life. And why not? You're not dependent on anybody to come and give you that cup of love. No, not at all. You can do it yourself, right? Six of Wands, you're independent. Yeah, the star in the reverse. See, this is where you were waiting for that success and victory, and you did not pursue your dreams. You had stopped pursuing your own life dreams. Whatever that makes you happy, where you want to go, what you want to do, right? Everything that makes you feel you're alive, that gives you that sense of being alive. You have people behind you cheering you, making you happy, pushing you, motivating you, anything, right? That star in the reverse with the Five of Wands. Yeah, and this is where you have been again involved. See, the thing is, the problem was, guys, it's not a problem, it's a situational, it's a circumstance, right? That this Five of Wands energy, this drama, this conflict, this argument had drowned all your motivational spirit. You were not chasing your dreams, you were not chasing your ambition in life, you were not chasing something that makes you feel happy, because, and that's where you stopped doing everything, because you got caught up in this conflict, this drama, right? This Five of Wands. And this would be a learning lesson. That's what they're saying. The Six of Wands, the Five of Wands. It's time for you to break out of that conflict. It's time for you to break out of that drama, whatever that happened. And, enable yourself. Enable yourself that, you follow your heart with the Knight of Cups. You don't want to be sitting there waiting for somebody to come and give you that cup. No, you follow your dreams. The Knight of Cups. You follow your own heart. Wherever you want to go. Tomorrow you want to go somewhere. Make a plan. Make a trip. Call for an arrangement. Get your friends ready. Right? Do whatever it takes for you to make yourself feel at home. In yourself. Death. Yeah, that's where, see? The transition. Come out of this situation. That's what they're saying. Come out. Reorganize your life. Reorganize. Reprioritize yourself, Divine Feminine. It's time. It's time. See the Four of Pentacles. Don't get stuck. Don't be insecure that you won't be able to do it. Of course you'll be able to do it, but you have to allow yourself. Right judgment. Yeah. Take a call on this. Take a call on this. Make a decision. Take a right decision. Transition out. Make a right decision. Take a call on this. That you want to live. You want to be alive. It's a new rebirth. Whether you want to sit in that old energy and fight over that conflict, or you want to get out of that situation and allow the strength in the reverse and allow yourself to move forward. Because again, it's going to be a rebirth where you have been out of your own strength too, right? Where you have been out of your own strength too. So it's time for a new phase of your life to begin within your own self, not with something, not with somebody, not about anything. So because of this Five of Wands, you have also lost your strength, guys. When you had stopped chasing your own success. Some of you, you probably are due for a promotion in your life, or you want to start a business, or you want to go elsewhere, you want to take up a new job, you want to start going back to school, anything. But if you haven't followed up on that, you haven't chased your dreams, you just let it go because you were caught in this conflict. So it's time to get out of that conflict and transition out. They are talking about transitioning out of that whole situation, because it's a time you gave birth to yourself, because your strength is, at this point, you're lacking your strength. So you need to really, really work, re-energize yourself, guys. Talk to me about the star. And that's where the re-energizing, recharge your battery. Recharge your battery. It's very important for you, Divine Feminine. At this point in time, the Five of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, let it go, guys. Let it go. Get out of that grief and that pity and that sorrow and that whatever, that old miserable situation. You're not miserable. You cannot sit in that state of misery all your life, and you will not. It's time to walk out of that situation. Right? The Three of Cups. Maybe reunite with friends once again. Get going, celebrate, party, do whatever you have to do in your life at this point in time. It's important for you. The Two of Cups, yeah. And that will bring back a lot of happiness in yourself, in the heart. Just a simple get together with friends. Right? A partnership develops, whatever that situation, you have a soulmate somewhere. Just one of your friend is your soulmate. And, you attend a party, you go to a place, you celebrate. And the friendship is back once again. But you have to let it go. You have to let go of the old misery. You have learned your lesson, Divine Feminine. Please talk to me about the Sun. It's all there. You just have to pick up on that energy. It's all there. The King of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Yeah, this is where you could be, it's a very manipulative energy. Let's see here what's going on. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and the Two of Wands. See, this is again, your heart has to open towards a new partnership, towards a new reconciliation, or towards new people, new community, new friends, everything. It can be anything for anybody. Where there could be a potential interest as well that will develop. And it's just not over a masculine and feminine, or just over a boy and a girl, or just over a man and a woman. It can be with a man as your friend, or a woman as your friend, right? Somebody with whom you have some kind of connection, with whom you can get together, gossip, talk about anything, any kind of BS, doesn't matter. But it's a friendship, it's a soulmate, it's a mirror image. Somebody you will find who is exactly like you, who thinks like you, who talks like you, who kind of vibrates on the same plane, just like you. So your heart does want it. That revitalization is very important for your heart. And this is again, they're telling you guys, the King of Swords, the Seven of Wand, I'm sorry, the Seven of Pentacle in the reverse, and the Two of Wand. It is, again, you don't want to open your heart towards any partnership at this point, because again, like I said, you're feeling that energy wherein you had put in a lot of effort before, right? And somebody goofed it up, somebody who manipulated your effort and did not really value your effort at all, at all. And that's been your experience. You have learned from that lesson, right? So now what is happening in the heart, guys, is that you don't want a repeat performance of the same situation as you have faced before, right? You definitely don't want, because when you recharge your battery, when you are charging your battery, you're getting back into a new situation, into a new life that's going to take you towards your destiny, your future, your purpose, your hope, your faith, right? You want to keep that alive, that you will find somebody, or you will find friends, you will find somebody over there who is exactly like you, man, woman, doesn't matter. Some good friend with whom you can even chat at 2 p.m. in the night, right? Somebody who hears you out and you hear that person. They're just, it's, vibing in the same energy, the same heart energy, right? You can open your heart and talk to somebody, and you will, there is a chance of you finding somebody from a crowd you have, where you can really open your heart over a glass of wine and tell them what you are thinking or what is happening. That kind of an energy that you can vent out, basically. Yeah, you can vent out your feelings, right? Because like I said, you are very cautious. Even in your heart, you're not opening the doors of your heart right away. You're not. Because you have learned a big lesson from your past, that you had put in so much of effort, that did not bear any fruit or any success. And somebody kind of manipulated your efforts in their own way, right? So this is where you're kind of putting up a barrier towards any kind of further progress with somebody in your life at this point in time, because like I said, you don't want a repeat performance in here, right? So you are kind of taking your time. You're going to study situations, guys. You're going to study situations. You will study people, how they emote, how they talk, what their thinking pattern is, right? What their thinking pattern is. Are they being manipulative with you, or are they being really genuine with you, right? Yeah, you're going to study. You're not going to take a plunge right away from your heart. You're going to really work on that energy, but nonetheless, you might have somebody coming from that circle of friends into your life. But like I said, you're going to be very cautious about situations in general, and that's exactly the 3D environment here, right? You're going to be very cautious about situations now. You're not going to put your money or your investment, because somebody could be here as well. This is again not for everybody. Somebody could be here who could be manipulating you with your finances, right? Somebody could be very manipulative with regards to where you should put your money, how you should work with your investment, with your finances at this point. So before you take any plunge over that situation, guys, you have to be very, very closely working on the idea. I mean, don't just jump. It also could be an offer to get into a partnership, into a new partnership, into a new business opportunity. do things together. But somebody could be manipulative here. That's what they're telling you. So again, don't open your heart. That's where, you might be feeling very happy about that situation, that somebody is coming forward and telling you, let's get into a partnership, let's do this, let's build a business. But that person could be manipulative as well, right, with your finances. But, you take your time. Don't be in a rush. Don't be in a rush to put all your eggs in one basket, right? Take your time, think about the situation, work on yourself, work on your intuition, what you really want to manifest. Because somebody could be telling you, giving you big dreams. Oh, you know what? If you put this much of money, your investment will grow so much in 1 year, 2 years. They could be coming up with a lot of these kind of situations can happen, which could make your, which could make you feel happy. But at the same time, there could be a situation where you have to really stop yourself, pause yourself, rethink, rework, and then whatever decision you take, that's up to you. But don't just, and this could also be, that's where they're saying, this also could be from one of the friend circle or somebody you meet in a club, excuse me, or somebody you meet through another friend, right? It can be. And that person also could be, this is another situation, not for everybody. This person also could be showing their love to you, showing that they're ready for a partnership, showing that they are vibing with you on the same plane, right? And then they can start working on that manipulative energy with regards to your finances. So again, you have to be careful as well over this situation, because somebody could realize that you need a change in your life. You might have spoken about that to some of your friends, colleagues, co-workers, family, anybody, right? That you need a change. You want to come out of this situation. You want to go forward towards something that makes your life better. So this is where, you want a complete rebirth. You want to follow your dreams. You want to chase your heart. You want to open your heart and, chase the dreams that you have not been able to do that for a long time. Now, over here, this is again not for everybody. This is where, somebody could be here who might be, who might have known about your past. Okay, excuse me, guys. Who might be aware of your past situation, about your emotional downfall, right? That you want to walk out of the miserable part of the story that you normally communicate with people or friends, right? And this is where someone from the circle, from your community or group, could come and say that they are on the same level as you are, right? Vibing time, trying to spend time with you, trying to energize you, trying to show their love to you. It can be anything, right? But again, that same situation could be happening because of an ulterior motive in your life, divine feminine, right? So what they're saying is that it can bring you a lot of happiness because you feel that you are in the right company, you are happy, you are vibing in that same energy, but at the same time, that vibing or that energy can become manipulative because somebody could be also chasing you because of their own vested interest. Let me put it that way. Right? So with your heart, don't play around. Be very careful whom you give permission to enter your heart now. That could be anybody. I'm talking about not somebody in particular, but even as friends. So don't allow everybody to jump into your heart and make your heart miserable again. So you have to watch, because people can come towards you with their vested interest, and that could be again very hurtful for you, right? So watch that energy. Now the 3D, that's where, you could have already got a whiff of this story for some of you, or this could be a past learning lesson, right? This could be a past learning lesson, which is where your mind is going to be playing tricks with you at this point. So you need a lot of time, guys. You need a lot of time to re-energize yourself, right? Because somewhere, you don't want to get back into a conflict situation. You don't. And that's where you are very, you're cautious. You are cautious. With the fox and the mind, you're very cautious because you know immediately that there could be a catch in a situation too, right? And if there is a catch in a situation, you will spot it out. You will definitely spot, because your mind is very, very, that type of an energy, right? Could be a little bit cunning as well. You won't take things on a very, it's not that you will hurt people. No, you will not hurt people. But like I said, you will not be naive as well. Okay? Because somewhere with the Fool in the reverse, you are holding off. You're not taking a leap of faith right now. You're not. You are going to work on yourself before you even think about this situation, because like I said, you're very cautious. You're not going to trust people. So you're going to hold off. Yeah, temperance, right? You're holding off from some kind of, let's see, from bringing back peace in your situation, right? The Ace of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you're holding off from starting a fresh new cycle at this point in time, right? If you want, you could do it, but you're not. You're not really allowing the harmony to come back at this point in a situation, or with a situation in the 3D. You're not really balancing a situation at this point. That's the Ace of Wands in the reverse. That's because you're stopping something. You're not picking up on that energy. You don't want to start off a new cycle at this point in time because you're very cautious. You're very, 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 you could be a little bit extra smart. Guys, don't take it in the wrong way, but it's good to be smart, right? This could be a part of your smart thinking process for some of you. The Four of Wands in the reverse, because again, you don't want to get into a conflict situation. Oops, sorry guys, hold on. Too many cards. Justice, right? Yeah, you don't want to get into a conflict situation. You want to remain in your power. That also could be. Please talk to me about justice here. You want to remain in your power, your strength, your truth, your fairness. Right? You don't want to start a new cycle in a situation where there is still a lot of conflict. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. You are not going to start a situation right now that is not yet the time, with the Four of Wands in the reverse, that you're not yet prepared for a commitment or a marriage or an engagement or a celebration. You're not starting anything right now. You're holding back from doing anything. You're holding back because you are in your power, the Justice card. You want balance before you even do anything. And that's where again you're just staying put. You're not moving. You're not moving, and that's the environment. You are not moving at this point. You're not taking any action. You're not starting anything new. Because the Four of Swords, you're doing a lot of healing for some of you. You're going through some plan, contemplating some kind of a plan for your life, your energy, the Eight of Wands. Yeah. You're healing, you're contemplating, you're thinking. I saw the wheel, right? The Seven of Cups. Yeah, you're trying to push past. Hold on, guys. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah. You're thinking about restarting something new in your life. Something that brings back expansion in yourself. That's where probably some of you could be guarding your money at this point. That's where in the heart you will be very cautious about any kind of investment, because you do have a plan, and that's where you're contemplating on that plan. You have options in your life as well. What kind of an option you choose, which will help you expand towards a situation. And that is perhaps where you are going to be talking with people about situations in your life. But you will be very smart. Like I said, you will not take things on just like that. You will do your own little calculations before you even mush. Just talk to me about the fox here. Before you even do anything, right? Because like I said, you will take things with a pinch of salt. You will just not take it on a regular surface level that you took. The Magician in the reverse. Yeah, see? Yeah, because you're scared of people tricking you again. You don't want to be tricked here. So you're very cautious about that kind of an energy, right? The Nine of Swords and the Six of Wands. Yeah, that kind of has put you through a lot of grief, stress, where you had not been able to achieve your victory. So your victory is very important to you. That's where you had stopped chasing your own dream. That's what I said. It can be a professional victory. It can be your personal goal, your personal dream, any kind of victory. So you will be very cautious, guys, around people or situations that can have the energy to trick you again. You will not allow that to happen because you have already experienced that stress in your life. So now it is for you to work with your own energy. You have options. You will be choosing the right option. You will be, some of you could be traveling to different places at this point or going forward to check out different options. What kind of options? Suppose you're starting a business, you have, right? So you want to check out the options. That's where you are very protective. You're guarded about your own situation with your money, with your finance, and even your emotions. You're not just going to, like I said, you're not trying to stabilize any kind of situation for yourself now. You're not working towards any kind of stabilizing other people's situation, doing things for other people. No, you are more in your energy, where you want to start a new cycle in the right way. So you're holding back. You're holding back from something in your life at this point, and that's where you don't want to jump into any conflict, into any disagreement, that, or even accept any kind of offer that goes towards your marriage or engagement or celebration, because you are all about the truth. You're all about the truth, and this is where, until you get justice in what you're thinking or in what you're planning, until you find justice in that situation where there is fairness and truth that you understand, you're not going to move. And this is where you will need a lot of time to work on your plan. You want to move forward, whatever you want to do, plan a trip, check out options. Maybe some of you guys could want, options for places to visit. Anything, any kind, You could have variety of places that you have a bucket list. You want to make use of that time. And, this is where you want to learn to enjoy. You want to learn to expand your own. And it's a hard work. You want to put in that hard work by yourself, searching for the right options that will allow you to move forward. And this is where you will need a lot of time to go through that energy. And here in the 3D, that's where they are saying, right? You will have to, and this is where in the 3D, you're protecting your money, you're protecting your emotions, you're protecting yourself, right? And you're holding back from a lot of other things at this point. That's because you are more keen and focused on doing the hard work by yourself to search the right options that will allow you to move, travel, do whatever you want to do in your life. Follow your heart, follow your goals, right? So this is where you are very, very smart, or you will be. And you are guarding, you will know it. If anybody comes to you with any kind of proposition that could be false, an illusion they're creating, oh, I give you this much of money, you give me this much of money within a year, that will bloom, blossom, and become so big, you will not take it. You will not take it because you're going to be very, very, very clever about your options. You will not take all the options because you have already gone through. You don't want that stress returning back into your life because somebody could trick you into that stress that again will hamper your own victory towards your life or even your confidence, right? So this time around, this energy is changing for you guys. So be aware of this energy as you move past a difficult situation in your life, guys, but give yourself plenty of time to take a decision before you actually, jump on it or jump into it, right? So think about it, be smart, if need be conniving, be cunning, who cares? It's nothing, as long as you're not hurting other people, but you're using that energy towards your own protectiveness. It's all fine. It's all fine, right? So enjoy this reading, guys. Until I see you once again, till then, goodbye. God bless. Khuda Hafiz. And see you.